Here's the truth. Pastor Paul Adefarasin was actually holding a stun gun.
Boss. Sorry.
Yes, to cut the story short, we don't have time for any long story. Pastor Paul, not a taser. People say a taser, hair blower, hair dryer, real G.U.N. No. Pastor Paul Adefarasin was holding a stun gun. A stun gun, a taser you have to fire from a distance. A stun gun, he was holding a stun gun shaped like a gun, which you have to point, not just point, touch on a person's body to have an effect. That was what Pastor Paul Adefarasin was flashing in that video. A stun gun. Some even went as far as saying it was a pocket pistol Ruger LCP. But if you research by yourself, you discover that it's far from it. It's not a pocket pistol Ruger LCP. No, it was a stun gun shaped like a pistol. Now, who was telling the truth and who was telling the lies? If you listen to the guy in the interview with Daddy Freeze, the guy explained everything. And from his explanations, it matched, the content of the video. From what he talked about, he was praising, trying to celebrate the person when he saw the car stop. You understand? He was trying to, baba. You understand? But Pastor Paul Adefarasin, in his own version, referred to the guy as an aggressor.
And I was falsely accused of bearing a firearm, pointing a firearm at an aggressive content creator who came within personal distance. The only thing separating me and him was about maybe 3/4 of a meter and glass.
Somebody that was charging, like someone that was charging at him, 3/4 of a meter. It was already 3/4 of a meter, that close to him. But if you check the video, no, that's not true. In fact, the only aggressor in that video was Pastor Paul Adefarasin himself. Pastor Paul Adefarasin was the only aggressor in that video. Pastor Paul, make you calm down sometimes. The other day, now you go the get and hot with bus driver for road. One woman even injure herself because she vex. I mean, if Pastor Paul did not roll down his window in the first place, the traffic was moving. All he had to do was just keep moving. But he had to stop and roll down his window. The car was tinted in the first place. The guy outside would never have had an idea or would never have had an idea who was in it if Pastor Paul did not stop that car and roll down his window. He had to roll down his window to give a warning. For what, sir? Why? Why, Pastor? You had a security escort also following you, and then why are you driving a car without plate numbers? Nigeria, do we have a law for the rich and for the poor? It's illegal to drive without plate numbers. Why was Pastor driving without a plate number? And why did he have to stop to roll down the window? He feared for his life. Fearing for your life and rolling down your window. If you thought somebody was a threat and rolling down your window, what if the guy now actually was intended? What if the guy actually came out to harm you? You would have given him the perfect opportunity with the stun gun in your hand. If that guy was armed with a real G.U.N, that would have been it for you. You put your life at risk trying to caution somebody who was filming you. Pastor Paul, you put your life at risk. If the guy was someone sent to just you, rolling down your window would have given him all the opportunity he needed. All the opportunity he needed would have come at that very point. And rather than make things easy for everyone, the pastor came on Sunday that just went by now to talk about everything but the subject of the trending story. The subject of the trending story was Pastor flashed a weapon. Pastor would have just cleared the air by just mentioning what exactly he was holding. But he did not. He skipped it. So that's the reason people are still speculating. That's the reason people are still talking about it. It would have been easier if he had just come out to say it. But from the photos and comparisons made available, it was clear that he was holding a stun gun. So now you know, stun gun. Who was the aggressor? Pastor. Should that guy have been minding his business? Yes. Now let's talk about the guy who was making the film or the video, whatever you call him. That guy too is at fault. You think you can just carry your camera and go around, go everywhere and start filming people in their cars because that's your content. How about people's privacy? I wouldn't want somebody to be filming. I mean, I saw a video of the guy going around a car with a family inside, a foreigner and his wife. He was filming them round and screaming, drawing attention to the car on the main road, drawing attention to people's cars by screaming, oh yeah, yeah, filming, showing the people inside the car. I mean, what kind of content is that? You're trespassing into people's space. That's what you're doing. I mean, you guys should tone down on these things you're doing. Maybe if you want to make such videos next time, you should try and get a zoom lens or something and get multiple cameramen to film from afar. People always feel threatened, feel uncomfortable when you bring a camera into their faces. I mean, if I'm going out with my side chick or something and I'm carrying her in a flashy car and you come and make a video like that, you're going to get worse from me than what Pastor did to you. I'm going to step out of the car and I go carry you for Boots Go House. So you guys should be careful with all these things you make in the name of content. And Pastor Paul Adefarasin too needs to really calm down. I mean, it's uncalled for. His actions were uncalled for. His reaction was uncalled for. Well, that's my time. Thanks for watching. Bye.